Hi, and welcome to the SaVeg podcast.
I'm Rose, also known as Cheap Lazy Vegan on YouTube.
And I'm Daniel, one of your favorite guest stars on Cheap Lazy Vegan's YouTube channel.
We're two friends who love to talk about the latest trending topics.
So get comfortable and join us while we give our SaVeg take on just about everything.
You are currently listening to the previous episode of this podcast, but if you would like to listen to this week's episode and get some exclusive content, go over to patreon.com/thesavagepodcast.
All right, Rose.
Should I kick it off?
I think you should.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the SaVeg podcast.
Hello, guys. Welcome back.
What up?
What's going on? What's happening in your lives?
What's happening in your life?
Goddamn nothing.
You know what's happening in my life?
What happened in your life, Rose?
I be dying.
Rose did die.
Oh my God. I think I died and came back to life.
So what happened, Rose? Please explain.
So Daniel and I went out for dinner the other
Friday night.
a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to name where, but basically we ate at a place.
Yeah.
And that night.
Well, I think you're missing out an important point of the story, though.
What is the point?
So so typically when Rose and I go to eat somewhere, we like to try everything on the menu. So what we do is we each order a dish and then split it in half and we give it to each other, right? So that we can try like more than one dish. So literally we shared everything. We
had a starter and then we had two mains and we shared everything.
Yeah.
And
what happened to you Saturday and 3 a.m, Rose?
So Friday night, and we also did not have that much to drink. Okay.
No.
We normally have a lot more to drink. Okay. But we did have a bottle of wine later on because we were recording our Patreon exclusive, by the way, which we recorded, which is going to be on, is it already on our Patreon? It's coming up on our Patreon.
Very soon.
If you guys want to check it out, we are talking about Squid Game.
Oh, goddamn,
My lovers. Okay.
We get right involved.
We get right into it and we drink. You guys love when we drink. So we drink while we discuss. So it's happy hour. So join us on Patreon. Again, it's patreon.com/thesavagepodcast. Anyways, so we had some wine. We had one cocktail at the restaurant, had some wine, and then I went home. Yeah. Respectable evening.
Yeah. No one wasn't super intoxicated.
This is why I'm extra angry.
Was in bed by like 11?
Yeah, like not too late.
No, wasn't bad at all.
Like the one day I decided to be responsible.
I know. And then what happened?
Oh my
God.
God. 3 a.m, I wake up and I feel a cramp in my stomach. Okay. So in the beginning, it's not like horrible.
Yeah.
But it's like starting. And I'm like, oh, fuck me in the ass.
You're like, what is this?
Because I'm like, basically, my first thought in my head, basically, the week before, okay, we went out for dinner. I won't say for what occasion, but we went out for dinner.
Yeah.
In a big group, and one of my friends, we went to that same restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
And one of my friends also got sick that night. I remember him telling me this. He was like, "Yeah, I got sick. Like I woke up at same thing, middle of the night, couldn't sleep, and I was sick. I got food poisoned. Blah blah blah." So in my head, I immediately went to that thought.
You were like, "Oh God, I got food poisoning."
Fuck! I got food poisoned.
But at this point, the cramps weren't too bad. So you're like, maybe it's something else. Maybe I just have
it was coming up, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, maybe. Why am I always talking about my ailments on this fucking podcast?
Because you have so many.
Fuck my life. Anyway. So.
And what is the common denominator when you get all these ailments?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Are you like drugging me? Oh my God.
Like, literally,
you guys, this video is evidence in case you ever need it. Anyway. So I'm like kind of dying. I'm slowly it's starting to get worse. The cramps. They're like, those, it's like stomach aches that come and go in waves in the upper stomach. I don't know if you've experienced
God,
this.
I hate those.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like indigestion. Yeah. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm just indigested. Okay. So I was like, I'm just going to go and I don't know if you guys want to hear this, but I forced vomited. Okay. I don't know if you guys ever do that, but I've done it when I'm like indigested.
Like when you're having pains in your stomach.
Exactly.
Basically.
I'm like really uncomfortable and I'm like, because sometimes it actually works. It works really well to like get rid of that discomfort. So I thought, okay, that's going to get rid of it and I can go to sleep. Did the thing and it kind of felt a little better and then it just went back and I was like, fuck my life. Basically couldn't really sleep. Oh God. And I was like, maybe I should take some ibuprofen. So is that how you say ibuprofen? Yeah, ibuprofen. Yeah. I was like, maybe I should take some ibuprofen. And then I Googled it and it was like, do not take ibuprofen for stomach issues. And I was like, oh, fuck my life. Yeah. So I can't even take a painkiller. Yeah. So I just like tried to sleep, could barely sleep. Yeah. And then
and progressively the pain's getting worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. I wake up in the morning. My couch is coming in. These guys don't know how to get the couch through the fucking door. Eventually, I took some Tylenol because apparently Tylenol is okay. Yeah. Took some Tylenol. That was manageable. Yeah. Anyways, got the couch. Went and got some Tums and some Pepto-Bismol. I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. But at this point, I knew I was food poisoned.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
definitely food poisoning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because eventually, also throughout the night, I was like, I felt more and more like I wanted to puke, so I kept puking through the night. Yeah, even though there was really nothing left in my stomach. Yeah. But even if I would drink some water or try to take, even after I took some Tums, I would just puke it out.
Oh, God.
Couldn't keep it in. I was like, fuck my life.
Oh, my God.
For some reason, though, I did not get anything in the derriere region.
Yeah, which is
kind of nice.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know. Is it nice?
I don't know.
Everything else was painful. God, it was so painful. And then, like, the stomach aches would just get worse and worse. I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And then eventually, literally all day long, Saturday, after the couch came, whatever, I think I ate a banana. And I ate the mildest, whitest instant noodles I've ever eaten in my life, which I sent Daniel a picture of.
Those like veggie ones or whatever?
It was like some kind of like Safeway brand.
Yeah.
And it was like, because I was looking for like mild, like no spice, right? Yeah. So no Asian ones are allowed, okay? Yeah. So I found like vegetable, like noodle soup. I mean, you know what? It did the job. Yeah. Ate that. And I was just like, just literally high on Tylenol the whole day. Yeah. And then eventually I got like shivers and fever. Oh, I was like freezing. I wore like a robe and I put like 2 blankets over me and I was freezing.
Fuck.
So yeah, that was my day and I slept all day and all night. Like I've never slept so much in my life.
Well, I was just like, the thing that blows my mind about this whole situation, careful, it's gonna be really hot. Okay. The thing that blows my mind about this whole situation is like we literally shared fucking everything, right? Like I had a Rose's bite of her burger, literally everything was shared.
Do you just eat dirty food?
No, I do not just eat.
Just kidding.
I must have like a really strong stomach. I guess.
You know what's funny? Because the week before, I said the same thing to my friend. Just watch out, Daniel. I'm going to take you to a different place. God damn. Wait till we go to Korea. You're not used to that bacteria. Oh,
then I'm gonna really get some issues.
I said to my friend the same thing, the one that got sick. I was like, I must have a strong stomach. I fucking jinxed myself.
You did. You really jinxed yourself.
Oh my God.
Maybe we were playing with fire going back to the same place. You know?
I just didn't think there. Like I was like, oh, he's just weak. No. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably should have thought this through.
But like, you don't expect, and also if it's
because he was the only one that got like super sick.
Exactly, because that
didn't you also get a little bit sick?
I didn't get. Well, I had a bit of stomach pain.
Right.
Because I remember I woke up.
Maybe that's your version of food poisoning.
It could be.
You're a man made of steel.
Oh, God. I woke up in the night, and that time that we all went out for dinner, and I did wake up with like some cramping in my stomach. Like, it was very uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't last very long.
And then you took a shit, and then it was better.
And then I went to bed. And then I was fine the next day.
Like, did you actually take a shit?
I don't need to speak about this on the podcast, Rose. God damn.
Daniel, we are open in this podcast.
That's true. Well, I just felt better.
You flushed it out.
Yeah. Whatever it was. But I have had like,
why did we go back? And of course it was Daniel's suggestion to go back. I swear to God, Daniel.
No, but there was a
Are
dish.
you sure you're not putting shit in my drinks when I go to the bathroom?
There was a dish that both Rose and I wanted to have again.
Which is the one that I'm pretty sure got me sick.
Yeah. We don't know. We're speculating here, guys. It could have been something that Rose ate earlier during the day.
No.
Because why did I not get sick?
I'm almost certain. Because some people don't get sick.
That's true.
Some people don't get sick. You don't always get sick just because you all eat the same food.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's different. Everyone's bacteria in your stomach is different. Like, exactly.
Yeah. And mine's like a toxic wasteland. So nothing really.
Like, what have you been eating, Daniel?
A lot of curry.
Maybe that's why, all the spices,
just kind of
fight off all the bacteria.
God damn. No, but I did have some stomach issues a while ago.
When did you have stomach? Oh, yeah, you did.
For like a couple weeks, I just was like in a lot of indigestion.
That's because you overdrank.
Yeah, true. That's another story.
That's a different story. See, that's the thing. I actually felt like at some parts of the hazy day that I had, I was like, I feel like I'm suffering from the world's worst hangover and I don't deserve this. I was like, I was a responsible human being. Yeah. I do not deserve this hangover from hell. So anyways, I do feel better now. I'm still on like a porridge diet.
Yeah, just in case.
I'm eating a little bit of solid food, but like not really. It's still like soft food, like bread or like porridge.
I know. I was shocked when Rose was texting me and I was like, oh my God, what is
my God.
happening?
Seriously, I like died. And I was so mad because I was like, oh, I want to get my shit together. I had all day. Like it was my day off. I'm glad it was my day off because like there's no way I would have gone to work.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, it's my day off. I'm going to like clean and organize this place. I'm going to do all these things that I was putting off or not putting off, but like I didn't have time to do.
Yeah.
And then of course, all day I slept.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom was like, do you want, because I was feeling better on Sunday and she's like, do you want to come to our place? I was like, okay.
Like, oh.
I was like, when you're sick, no matter how old you get, you're like, I want my mommy and daddy.
It's so true.
Just want your parents to make you food.
Yeah. That's always so nice. And just like chill on the couch with like a blanket. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think because of all these like masks and hand sanitization, I've not had the flu. I've not been like sick.
That's true.
I've had like nothing.
I mean, it is true that I haven't been, other than a stomach flu, which is different. Food poisoning.
Food poisoning is a little different.
Yeah. Other than food poisoning, I haven't been sick. Like I haven't gotten a cold even.
No.
Yeah.
You've had other ailments, but you haven't had, You
mean bed bugs with you?
Oh God. And it did say, it's funny because even with the bed bug situation, it does say that some people get bit but don't react. So I wonder if I'm one of those people maybe.
No, you just planted the bed bugs in my bed.
Oh my God.
Anyway, let's get on to the Patreon shout outs now that you've heard about my ailments. Yes. What ailment will Rose have next week?
This is true. I mean, hang out with me, Rose, and you'll never know.
I need to stay away from you, Daniel. You're a toxic individual.
Damn, that'd be mean as hell. Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, we do have some Patreon shout outs for some new people that have joined our Patreon community. So we'd like to say a little thank you to Sydney.
And Lena or Lena? Is it Lena?
I think it's Lena.
Okay.
Yeah. And Vista.
Oh, I like the way you say it, Daniel.
Vista.
I would have said Vista, but maybe you're right.
Who knows?
Anyway, thank you so much for joining, guys. Once again, Patreon is available for all of you if you want to join for as little as $3 a month for bonus episodes every single month and early episodes. You get the episode earlier than everyone else and, of course, ad-free content.
That's right.
So join us, okay?
Join us over there, guys. Patreon.com/the SaVeg Podcast. God damn.
Okay, now let's move on to the stories.
We're kicking this off?
We kicking it off.
Okay, so we're going to start with...
I mean, nothing tops my food poisoning story.
No, this is so true.
Have you ever had food poisoning?
I think I have, yeah.
If you think you have, you haven't.
Okay.
When did you have it, Daniel?
So, I've never had it then.
No, tell me.
No, I think I did have it one time when I was backpacking and I was in El Salvador.
Yeah.
And I did something that everyone recommended me not to do, which is eat from like a street vendor.
Yeah.
And so I was there.
That's usually the best food.
I know. That's why I was like, I don't want to anyway, so I ate from this street vendor and it was like questionable. This is back when I wasn't vegan. So
sure.
Some kind of questionable meat.
That's the thing. As a vegan, you wouldn't expect to get so much food. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so then had this questionable meat. And then I remember getting like pretty not feeling well. I was like threw up a few times. And then I was like in bed for like 2 days.
Okay. You were food poisoned.
Yeah.
I think so.
But then I also had something else going on as well. So I had
What did you have going on?
I don't know if I want to share it on this
Just
podcast.
share it, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. I just talked about my rear end.
That's true. No, I had a urinary tract infection as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So anyway, guys.
So it's hard to say where it came from.
Exactly. But anyway,
okay,
guys.
Everyone has UTIs, okay?
Yeah, they happen from time to time, This is just...
Yeah, UTIs happen a lot.
Exactly.
Especially to women because women are cursed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, continue.
You guys get everything. Rose.
We really do. It's really fucking shit.
And you're responsible for childbirth. And
I know. We're really fucking what the fuck, man?
So our...
God must be a man if he created us.
God damn. Actually, well, speaking of
Why are we on... What the hell?
Do you not hear about this story?
What is this?
About Amazon.
I thought this was on like an Amazon page. Okay.
Oh, no. So it's not on an Amazon page.
Read me the title.
Well, I was going to talk about something else, but that's fine.
Okay. We can talk about something else
first. Let's
get
into today, yes.
We can talk about whatever.
Well, I just watched I just want to talk about it when you were like saying about how like God must have been a man. Blah, blah, blah,
okay.
I don't know how this is like related, but it kind of is.
Sure.
I just watched... Actually, no, it's not even related. Let's just continue. No.
Don't you love the professionalism of this podcast?
But no, I watched a really good documentary, guys.
Just tell us.
And it was called Pray the Gay Away or something, or Pray Away.
Oh, okay.
And it was about there was like this group back in the US or like a while ago that would like created like conversion therapy.
Yes, I've heard of
stuff.
this.
And there was like main people that were part of this group that are later like are not part of this group anymore.
Oh.
And they were all like talking out against it, all this stuff.
They used to be for it.
Yes.
So So they weren't the ones that were victims of it. They were actually running it.
Yeah, one of them was like the co-founder.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So they were part of this group. I can't remember what it was called, but it like dissolved in 2013.
I think I remember. Yeah.
But of course, a new group came out, and then there was like a really interesting like subset of like recent people that have like this one guy. He was like trans. He was trans before. But then he like found God and is like no longer trans and doesn't consider himself gay. And he's like, he's left the LGBTQ lifestyle, they always say. And I was like, God damn, guys, it ain't a goddamn lifestyle. Like, goddamn, it's not like buying something and just like, I'm going to embrace this lifestyle. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's about sexual attraction. It's about who you're.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Is it really sad?
Kind of, yeah. It's
really, about like the conversion camps or the conversion therapy?
It's about the people that were involved with it as well.
Right.
And like one of the girls.
I'm assuming they were like really religious.
Yeah.
So they were like trying to be anti or ex-gay.
Yeah. One of the guys like that was part of this, he was like a really famous ex-gay back in the day.
Right.
And he was like on all these talk shows. He married a lady that was a lesbian before. They're both like ex-gays. And then they had a baby together. And
now what?
And now he's with a man.
And is she with a woman?
No, she's now formed like another group or something like this. Yeah, it's like crazy. It just made me think of it, and I was just like, oh god. Anyway, you guys should watch it. It's really sad to see. And then there's like this new like fringe group that's like
are they still a thing, the conversion camps?
Yes.
Oh, they're still legal?
Yeah,
I thought they were illegal.
There's still a thing going on. Maybe not like direct conversion, but there's like groups to try to help people get out of the LGBTQ plus lifestyle.
God, there's better things to do with your life, people.
Like, guys, you can be way more productive. Like, come on.
If you want to be ex-gay, like, okay, enjoy. Like, go ahead. Okay? We don't care. If you want to be a gay man that wants to marry a woman and whatever, but don't try to convince other people. It doesn't concern you.
Exactly. Well, and that's what a lot of these like co-founders and stuff, they were like, one of them, he started like crying and stuff. And he was like,
he must feel so guilty.
He feels so bad because he was like all for this, I guess, Prop 8, which was like to suspend or to stop LGBT marriage. And it was like, I think it got passed in California or something, I want to say.
To stop marriage, like gay marriage.
Because it was legalized. And then this Prop 8 was like to try to stop it.
Oh, so at that time he was like, yeah, let's stop it.
Exactly. And then afterwards, he like started crying and he was like, I can't believe I did that to my people. Like,
when did he get his awakening?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was like throughout the show at some point.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah. And then there was like this one episode where all the people that were previously like in this group started questioning the group members, like about like, you know, why did they promote this, all this stuff.
Right.
And then the like current like people that were in that group were like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like,
oh, God.
It was like very intense. It was a good watch though.
Oh God, that's so intense.
Anywho. So our first story is about our company that we love to hate, Amazon.
But we can't stop buying from.
I know. It's such a bad thing. Like
I know, it's really bad.
Like we should really like, because every time I hear Amazon in the news, and guys, like please feel free to send me some links to articles, correct me if I'm wrong, but every story I've heard lately about Amazon is not great.
No.
And this just kind of continues on down this path. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before because when I saw the story, I was like, this reminds me of something that we were talked about like quite a few episodes ago.
Okay.
But basically, I guess Amazon's quite often been accused of this, where first of all, Amazon's in like a unique position because they're like this platform that allows people to sell products, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Amazon also puts their own products and brands on this platform, which some people have been like, well, that's not really fair because you have access to like consumer spending habits and you know what everybody's doing on that platform or what they're ordering, what they're looking at, all this kind of stuff. So they have like a very unfair competitive advantage. And then they can like use that to like cut costs and, you know, undercut other people. And in addition to that, so the I can't even speak. The accusation. Yeah. The accusation is not only did Amazon copy certain products that it saw was doing well, but it also rigged the search results. Like, you know, when you type in Amazon to search for things, it rigged it so that its own brands would be promoted first.
Right.
Which people are saying, well, that's not, you know.
Question.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What is, like, genuine question? What is the difference between, like, you know how, like, if you go to Superstore, Safeway, there's like no name products or the store brand products.
Yeah.
Isn't that similar thing? Because like there's stores that sell their own products as well as other products. Yeah. And maybe they don't have the extensive data that Amazon has, but also they do have some level of consumer data.
That's true, actually. That's
so I do wonder, like, I mean, this isn't the worst thing they've done is what I'm going to probably say.
No, I don't think it is the worst thing.
But I do wonder like how much of this is like like, it does sound bad to me, but at the same time, I'm trying to think like, okay, there are stores that have their own products.
Yeah. I think part of it though, too, like if you go into grocery stores, and I could be wrong, like I think part of the issue, okay, fine. You know, you're right. Grocery stores, they'll, you know, copy other brands. Like they probably have a box of chocolate chip cookies. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like if you look at like, for example, Superstore, they've got that new line, like the PC products.
Yeah.
And they have like a bunch of like vegan products.
And generally they're cheaper.
They're cheaper. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they have a new line of like tons of plant-based products. And I'm sure a lot of it was potentially copied from other brands.
Yeah.
You know?
I think part of it is when you go into like Amazon though, like let's say not go into Amazon, but like you go on the website.
Sure.
They have a bit more control as to what you can see and do.
True. Yeah.
Whereas in like a grocery store, like I've heard, and I don't even know if this is like fully true, but I've also heard that like in a grocery store, like obviously they make money selling the products.
Yeah.
But also like if let's say you're like a cookie brand, right? And you want to put your cookies in the store, you can do that, right? And then you have to actually pay for the shelf that you're in.
So there's a shelving cost.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's a shelving cost. And if you want like a higher or like eye level shelving,
it's more expensive.
It's way more expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can kind of like play around with that or whatever. But like at the grocery store, it's not like the very first thing that you only see is their product. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say you walk in there, it's kind of all mixed in with everyone else's.
True. But I'm sure they do put their products a little bit more in the ideal places, don't you think?
Well, yeah, and they also probably promote them more too, I guess.
Exactly.
So I guess that is a challenge. Like, what is wrong with them doing that?
Maybe I need to read more into it. There's probably something I'm missing.
Yeah. No, I don't think you are, because I've read this article. It's saying like, okay, the documents apparently, thousands of pages of internal Amazon documents examined by routers included emails, strategy papers, and business plans show that the company ran a systemic campaign of creating knockoffs and manipulating search results to boost its own product lines in India.
It does sound a little like extra, like you're doing a little extra too much.
Yeah, because I feel like the grocery stores, maybe it's like, okay, they'll put a brand of cookies in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then I don't know. It seems a bit weird.
The fact that they use the term manipulating makes it seem like, you know, they specifically like, I don't know.
It's a tough one. You know what I mean? Like it's tough, and they're controlling also what consumers, I guess, are seeing on their platform, right? Like popping that up first is an unfair competitive advantage than to other companies. Of course. So I guess it's a bit of a challenge, and I think. Yeah, I don't know. Because you're right. Because grocery stores is a good analogy, because they'd also have access to consumer data. Yeah. So they know, like, you know, they would know who's buying what. And they might not. I don't know if they share that with like the brands. You know what I mean?
Of course they don't.
Well, they wouldn't, right?
They wouldn't.
Yeah. So I guess that's an unfair advantage as well. I don't know, Roses. That'd be interesting.
So my devil's advocate is quite convincing.
Goddamn, for once you be convincing. That's good. Good as hell. Anyway, guys, I want to know like your thoughts. Do you think this is unfair for companies to be doing this? To be, you know, kind of, I guess, challenging the system, you know, undercutting. I guess this is part of capitalism though too, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably say just make your own store if you think this is not fair.
Make your own you know, like eBay or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's a bit like, this is where it gets a bit gray area though, because like, okay, here's more on this. The internal documents show that Amazon employees studied proprietary data about other brands on Amazon India, including detailed information about customer returns. The aim to identify and target goods prescribed as reference or benchmark products and replicate them. As part of this effort, blah 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 blah.
Oh, so this is specifically Amazon India.
Yeah, it's just Amazon India.
Okay,
yeah. But I mean, chances are
it's going on in other places.
Yeah. So I'm not like, it's not like screaming out to me, you know?
I think this branch, like Amazon India, was doing something specific, but I can't really, it's not screaming out like you said.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'd like to know what you think.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something maybe we're missing a little bit.
It could be, yeah. But I agree. It doesn't seem like it's such a...
Maybe they're like really copying the products.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of sounds like. It sounds like they're like really taking other products and like basically making a replica of it.
Yeah.
And then selling that as their own,
so like,
which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. And if you think about it, well, actually that's a good point. Because like imagine like with the grocery store, they're like replicating other goods that are like made, like cookies. Anyone can make cookies. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, God damn, that'd be not anyone can make good cookies.
That's true. Not everyone can make good cookies. But like if somebody, for example, like let's say you're selling your mugs on Amazon.
Right.
You have some really cool design on your mug.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, guess what? There's a cheaper knockoff brand that Amazon's selling.
Sure.
it starts to get a bit more gray area, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
not as like easy as like, okay, I'm baking
Yeah.
some bread.
That's what I assume that they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, something along those lines.
Because they got all kinds of products up in there.
Oh god damn, they got everything. You know, Amazon's an interesting one because there's like, I don't know if you ever see those like pop-ups on like YouTube and Facebook and stuff. It's like sell Amazon products, and you know,
everywhere.
people are like making so much money doing it.
Yeah, people are like, entrepreneur. I'm an Amazon seller, and I'm making $1 million a year.
I'm like, okay, well, I mean,
so people are making lots of money, and you know what they do? A lot of them, what they do is they will like drop ship. I think it's called drop shipping, where basically you like order a bunch of shit, like some basic ass shit from like China or something, right? Because China like manufactures, like mass manufactures like a whole bunch of shit, and then you like just print your logo on it, and then you just sell it as your own product. Which is why when you go on Amazon, often if you search like, I don't know, like give me a thing,
a coffee mug.
No, something more like a blender, let's say. Okay. You search blender.
Yeah.
You see like the same looking kind of blender, but like different names.
Yeah.
And different but it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
And you see like multiple of those products, and you're like, what the fuck is the difference between any of these?
This is true. That's like when I was trying to find my Squid Game mask.
Yes.
And there was like a bazillion of them.
I bet China is like going crazy making Squid Game costumes.
They are, but none of them would ship to here in time.
So what you gonna be, Daniel?
I don't know yet. I'm like torn.
You need to be Squid Game.
I know I was gonna be the waiter because I think that's a nice outfit.
Because you think he's hot.
Yeah.
Maybe you should be I don't know, what's another Squid Game outfit that's not as basic as like the tracksuit? And even the tracksuit, you probably can't find that tracksuit.
No, it's done. It's
Daniel,
game over for me.
No, Daniel.
I've lost the Squid Game. Okay, Rose.
Maybe you should be the old man.
Been eliminated.
Maybe you should be the old man. You do the great old man.
That was my impression, guys. This is a really quick update, quick story to the sad Gabby Petito story, guys. I guess this is like,
this is I think a couple weeks ago. No,
this was like, I think it was like late last week, basically, because nobody knew what her cause of death was, right? Like it was kind of like there was speculation that it was a homicide, but it wasn't like confirmed. And basically the coroner, they've just announced that it was in fact that she was the cause of death was asphyxiation. She was strangled to death. Yes. Yeah.
That's so sad.
So, and the main suspect, her ex-boyfriend, remains still unaccounted for.
Where is this man?
I know, like
everyone's like, where is this guy?
I know. How is he just? The thing is
he alive? Is he dead?
Yeah.
He must be alive if he's not being able to be found.
Well, exactly. Well,
or maybe not. He could be He could have, because people are saying he's like living in some kind of like forest.
Oh.
Or like the Appalachian Trail. You know the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah.
It's like a huge, I think they're saying Appalachian Trail or some huge like piece of land. And but this guy's kind of known for like, you know, being like, ooh, I can like live off the earth.
God damn.
So maybe he is living off the earth. I don't know.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's not sustainable.
Oh, it's not. It's not at all.
Yeah, like he's going to eventually like, I just feel like, the thing is, I mean,
but some people, you can't find them for years.
That's very true. It's just crazy to me because like, I think ultimately, like, I guess if you go out into like the wilderness, then yeah, okay, it's easier to disappear. But like if you're in like society nowadays,
I know
it's like impossible to disappear. Like it's so hard. But
he must be hiding in the wilderness.
Yeah, he must be like out somewhere.
But the thing is, everyone is searching for this dude.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a shock.
Well, and think about it. Like even in the like even in the woods and stuff, there's trails and stuff, and people are like there's avid hikers everywhere.
He ain't in the trail, Daniel.
God damn, man,
he's off trail.
Yeah, no, but then someone might see some smoke, see some kind of indication of,
I don't
his
know.
whereabouts.
I can't believe.
Yeah, but anyway, really, really sad. So
how do you like? God, it's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go from like traveling, you know, in a van together and living in a van together to like strangling your
I think because I think there was like someone had said they witnessed the couple like before
fighting,
and I think what had happened, and I don't know, again guys, this is all speculation.
Yeah.
My guess is they were a very kind of turbulent couple.
Yes,
and
for sure.
You know, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but you know, I think that a fight got out of hand.
Well, and it seems like he was probably abusive beforehand that nobody else knew.
Exactly.
Because apparently, like the parents of Gabby, like they were saying that they never knew. Like they never knew that they even had fights.
Yeah.
So like she probably just never said anything.
She kept it under wraps.
Which a lot of people do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
God dang.
She was 22. And strangled. Like, that's a very personal, like, that's the thing. It takes a long time to strangle somebody to death.
It does.
So you have to like do it for like a good few minutes.
Yeah.
Right? So you had a chance for a few minutes to stop. It's not like you shot somebody. Like, again, not that any of this is good.
Yeah.
But like when you strangle someone, it's very, very personal and very like you have to actually commit to it.
Yeah. Well, and think also too, I feel like if you're strangling someone, you kind of have to like face them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's so personal, right?
Yeah.
Like it's very personal and it's something that you could have stopped.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Oh, 100%.
For a few minutes, you could have just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
But like, why? What is the purpose?
I know. What is wrong with you guys? If you're not working, if it's not
Seriously.
working, you guys like, I mean, it sounds like he's like a very like,
I don't understand.
yeah.
And the scary thing is he seems very normal. Like when you look at like, because there was like some body cam footage and stuff.
Yeah.
And he just seems very calm and Gabby's having a fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, oh yeah, you know, she's just a little like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like laughing with the cops. And it just like, that's what's like scary because you just can never tell.
This is true. Look at that guy. What's his
Chris
name?
Watts.
Yes.
I can never remember his name.
I never remember his name, but he's like the same too.
I know.
He was
the
so
same.
chill and like
Yeah.
calm when the police came.
I know.
And was like acted all emotional a bit. But like he
Yeah.
was like, that's just like so
I
trippy.
know.
Like,
It's crazy.
God. It's just sad.
I know. It's so sad.
I mean, I don't think this is the most surprising news, to be honest. I think most people knew that.
I mean,
I
I think everyone knew, and I think everyone knows. Of course, we don't know for sure, but like, I mean, like at the very least, he abandoned her and came back without her.
Exactly.
At the very least, even
I
if
mean,
somebody else killed her,
Yeah.
at the very least, he abandoned, left, didn't tell anybody,
Exactly.
took the van, took her, left her alone.
Which, I mean, it's just, there's
That
too many
itself is a
things.
crime.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It's too suspicious. And
I know.
crazy. Next story actually is about, I'm actually like, the more stories that come out about this singer, the more that I'm like, cause I actually like some of her music and
I'm so curious.
I think that she, you know, she's had her own, like, as a lot of the celebrities do, their own internal struggles. I know that she like struggles with addiction and I think she got out of that and whatever else.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
But like, you know exactly who we're talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Does Froyo ring any bells?
You mean Froyo?
Froyo. What is it?
Your Froyo?
Froyo. So guys, we're talking about
the lovely Demi Lovato.
So I don't know if she's just like saying this to like say this.
I
like,
think,
you know what I mean?
read the title because
so
I can't seem to.
The title of the
grasp
story
it.
is basically Demi Lovato has told us how to communicate with ETs, extraterrestrials, and why we shouldn't call them aliens.
Is it offensive to call them aliens?
Yes. So.
Oh my God. Demi, there are bigger problems on planet Earth. Let me just tell you that. Aliens do not care if we call them aliens.
I know. It's just like.
Where does she say this?
Hang on. Let me just find the actual. I want to find the actual quote because she was basically like, hang on, give me 2 seconds. I really think, here's a quote, guys. I really think that if there was anything out there that would want to do that to us, it would have happened by now. Oh, they asked her if they think that, you know, these aliens would be harmful. Like, do you think they'll be harmful, like, to the planet or whatever?
Okay.
And she's like, I really think if there was anything out there like that wanted to do that to us, it would have already happened by now. But I think we have to stop calling them aliens because aliens is a derogatory term for anything. That's why I like to call them ETs. So yeah, that's a little tidbit, a little information that I learned.
Is she joking?
I hope that she is. Because, you know,
have we come to the point where we have to tiptoe around the term aliens?
Well, no, this is the thing. So I can see why, like, for example, if you call a person an alien, like, that's different, right? An illegal alien is like
different. That is actually used as a derogatory term, isn't it?
It is.
And is it even always a derogatory term?
I think so, yeah. I think if you're like considered an alien or a legal alien.
That means, right, okay.
Yeah, but that's if you again, guys, we've talked about this so many times on this podcast. Context is so important.
Yes, you can't just say the word alien. The word alien was specifically for this, like,
exactly.
ETs.
If you look up alien in the dictionary, I can almost guarantee it's going to say like extraterrestrial, out of world being, or out of this planet being, or whatever. That is the literal definition of the word. I think that we're running into some serious problems if like we're starting to take words that actually have a legitimate meaning in English
and then being like, that's offensive.
That's like, maybe we'll have to stop using the word microphone, Rose, because microphone is offensive. So we'll need to call them something else. Like it's
I don't know.
It's beyond ridiculous.
No one is taking her seriously is my assumption.
No, I know. I don't think anyone is. I think
she's just like in her own world.
Yeah.
She's in her little Hollywood bubble.
Exactly. I think that she was just thinking in terms of like calling somebody like a person an illegal alien.
Yeah, I don't think she's very educated on this topic.
Maybe
I don't think she knows that. Like maybe she just heard somewhere in a bar someone was like, oh yeah, the word alien is offensive, and she didn't realize the context of which this person was saying that. She didn't realize they were talking about when it's referred to, like when it's referring to humans.
Yeah,
but
it's like if there are like legitimately Demi. Offensive terms out there, which there are, I think we should focus on those, not actual definitions of words.
Or let's focus on like real problems in life.
Exactly.
Not like aliens.
But Demi, I'm just like, I really like her. Like I like her music. Well, I don't really like her.
I don't really like her music. I mean, what is her music? What's the most famous song again?
She has a few, but like one of my favorites is what's it called? Cool for the Summer.
Sing it, Daniel.
I'm not gonna sing it. I don't even know if it is called Cool for the Summer, but anyway. And
her music's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I mean, it's fine. You can still enjoy her music and just like ignore her, incredibly, weird
things.
I
know. It's like that whole Froyo thing too. That's so ridiculous.
Maybe she just wants to be in the news.
That's true. Because they do say like no publicity is like bad publicity,
exactly.
right?
So
potentially that's why these are like,
because like, maybe her album sales are drying up, maybe she's about to put out an album.
That's true.
She wants to put her name out there.
Very, very close to putting out an album.
I heard that R. Kelly, after he got convicted, sold a bunch more albums.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like I can't remember, like a significant number of albums after his conviction.
Yeah.
Of like being like a predator.
Yeah. Basically, he was a predator and like a pedophile, I think.
Not a pedophile, but like a teenage predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's a little story on Demi.
So yeah, Demi is probably gonna release an
album tomorrow.
Wait. As per Demi's guidance, we have refrained from using the A word in this article as it's an offensive term, no matter who you are directing it at. It's ET, folks. File that away, please. Is that a joke?
I think that's a joke. I think they're
Is this a joke? Is this a joke article? Are you sure this is real?
I'm like 99.9% sure it's real.
Yeah, you're right. Demi Lovato thinks alien is a derogatory term for extraterrestrials.
Told you.
Just newsflash. Extraterrestrials do not speak English. They don't understand what it means.
God damn.
Oh my God. Okay, what is this?
This be another interesting. Well, actually, I don't really understand this story to be honest.
Let me see if I can unpack it.
Okay, because basically, do you know what like an NFT is?
NFT.
So apparently it's like hang on. It's called. I have the definition up.
Okay, give me the.
It's a
non-fungible
token, which is a unique and non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a digital ledger. Like similar to like, I think Bitcoin. Or
is it like crypto?
But like, I don't really fully understand what this is even. Like, so TikTok launches its first creator-led NFT collection.
Okay.
So inspired blah, 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 TikTok creator community, we're exploring the world of NFTs as a new creator empowerment tool. Today, we're announcing our first ever NFT collection, TikTok Top Moments, designed by some of our community defining creators and inspired by the trending videos that they created, building our commitment to help creators achieve their goals in growing the creator economy. So I guess like people would have to pay for these, right?
I'm assuming so.
And NFTs provide a way for creators to be recognized and rewarded for their content and for fans to own a culturally significant moment on TikTok.
So is it kind of like digital art or something?
I think it kind of is.
Because remember, did we ever do a story about the digital art thing where you can like literally sell like, it's like selling art, but it's like digital.
Yeah.
And it's unique and original. So some people were like joking around and they took like a screenshot and they like sold it for like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. But then I'm just wondering, like, okay, it gets really complicated with digital content.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, we're going to release a limited number of these, right? So like limited edition, let's say they only release like only 100 people can buy the rights to this or can buy this like video. But what does that mean? Does that mean it's not posted on TikTok and only those people, a couple hundred people can view it? Or like, how does it work?
I don't know. Maybe we should buy one.
No. I'm not going to waste my money. But anyway, apparently TikTok is going to try to launch this creator-led NFT collection, and we'll see.
Yeah, so maybe it's like a piece of music that they can like sell to their fans.
Do they
not copy them? Are they not able to?
And then do they own the NFT content then? Like,
are we old? Do we not understand this?
Yes.
Hold on. NFT. Let's see. What a weird word. Non-fungible. It's funny. It sounds like a made-up word.
It does sound like a made-up word.
So I think it is like a digital art thing. Let's see.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
We really need to learn about blockchain and all this stuff.
No,
I feel like it's taken over.
I refuse.
Yeah, like
until people start using that as currency in a store, I will not learn about it. Let's see. Okay, the founder of Twitter put an autographed tweet up for sale as an NFT.
So, but this is what I don't understand.
It's like a digital art.
But what I don't understand is like it's an autographed tweet, right? But if it's like publicly out there, how does it become exclusive? Do you know what I mean? Like if I put a tweet up, anyone could screenshot it. Do you know what I mean?
That's why it doesn't make sense. Okay. Non-fungible more or less means that it's unique and can't be replaced with something else. For example, a Bitcoin is fungible. Trade one for another Bitcoin and you'll have exactly the same thing. One of a kind trading card, however, is non-fungible. If you traded it for a different card, you'd have something completely different. Blah, blah, blah. So how does it work? At the high level, most NFTs are part of the Ethereum blockchain.
Oh my God.
We've gotten into the blockchain.
We've gone into the deep end, guys.
What's worth picking up at the NFT supermarket? NFTs can really be anything digital, such as drawings, music, your brain downloaded, and turned into an AI. But a lot of the current excitement is around the tech to sell digital art.
Yeah.
Do people really think this will become like art collecting? I'm sure some people really hope so. Like whoever paid almost $390,000 for a 50-second video by Grimes, or the person that paid $6.6 million for a video by Beeple.
Okay, this is just out of control. But I just don't get it. So then if I buy that NFT, does that mean I have the right to use it? Like I can put it on my website and do whatever I want with it?
Yeah, let me just see here. Sorry, I was busy right-clicking on that Beeple video and downloading the same file the person paid millions of dollars for.
Yeah.
That's where it gets a bit awkward. You can copy a digital file as many times as you want, including the art that's included with an NFT. But NFTs are designed to give you something that can't be copied, ownership of the work, though the artist can still retain the copyright and reproduction rights, just like with physical artwork. To put it in terms of physical art collecting, anyone can buy a Monet print, but only one person can own the original. It's so fucking stupid.
That's so
fucking stupid. What is the whole point of original art? Is the point that somebody fucking drew that shit. That is the point of original art.
Yeah, but that someone could say, okay, they now have the NFT, like that particular song or that particular clip or that particular whatever, and they own the original copy, even though other people.
But it's not even the original copy, is it? Well, the original copy would be owned by Grimes. She sold it to him.
Well,
because does she not own the fucking song then? Like that's so stupid. Imagine, I made a song.
Yeah. God damn, Rosie being scary as hell.
I made a song. I'm like, okay, let me put it out there.
Yeah.
And I put it up there. Do I not have a copy of that? Technically, I own the original copy.
Yeah, and you still have copyright to it.
Exactly. So who the fuck owns if I sold it to you as the original copy, it's not like I lose my digital copy, right?
Yeah, because it's digital.
Right? Unless you somehow lose it. I don't think you do. No. And then anyone can download it. So clearly it's not like something that you can't reproduce.
It'd be a weird concept, Rose. It'd be crazy as hell.
I know, but people are paying like this. People have too much money. Okay? Tax the rich. Okay?
Oh my God.
Tax the rich. This is ridiculous. Okay, let me read more of the ridiculousness. Okay?
Okay, let's hear it. I'm actually interested now because I didn't know how these NFTs work.
It's just.
But they're comparing it to like if I bought the original Monet, other people can have, copies. You could have a Monet, but I could have the original, and I could tell people that's the original that I paid.
And that literally
$20 million
would be the
for.
original, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't, like, if it's a physical piece of art. Okay, and I'm not knocking digital whatever.
Art.
Okay,
Yeah.
we love digital whatever. But like, if it's a physical piece of art, you know that Monet painted it, and I guess that makes it special. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. I don't think that's stupid. This came from. I mean, it is a little stupid to pay like millions of dollars for art, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's true. You know, people are paying literally hundreds of millions of dollars for like a Monet.
Art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Art
that's
is, like,
already,
super
you know, that's
expensive.
already like, you know what, tax the rich, you know, all that shit. But at least it kind of makes sense in that like there's literally one original because he painted that original, right? His paint is still on that original art.
But I guess with the NFT collection, like, you know, I as a creator could like film a video clip, and then I could upload it.
This is so stupid. Is it not so stupid?
It is. Because if you could just get them anyway, like for free.
Yeah, like it's not like, and also isn't the point of like also original art? It's like you can't really fully replicate it.
Yeah.
Right? Can you?
No, because you have
to like photo, like you take a photo of it. No.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how they do it, but there's like some kind of way that they replicate paintings.
Is there?
Yeah, there must be. It's like when you get like a handcrafted like a mug or something.
Yes,
right?
This is original.
So like even if you bought almost the exact same one, it's not the exact same because that's the original.
Exactly.
So I don't get it. I don't get these guys. I think we're old. I think we're
maybe we're old. Maybe we don't get it. But it's insane. I mean, some of the things are actually like really stupid. Like it'll be like literally a tweet, a picture of a tweet.
But that's what they're saying. Like
someone
bought a tweet.
Someone will literally screenshot their tweet, put it on this like platform,
and be like, you can have the NFT.
Yes. I'm like, I could have screenshot the same thing.
You should screenshot some of your tweets, Rose.
Maybe I should put some of my shit on NFT marketplace. I need to
sell some unique, cheap, lazy vegan originals.
Hold on, I need to see a little bit more of this because I am shocked.
Are you?
$6.6 million. What is this? What's Beeple? Anyway, the video isn't really a Monet. What do you think of the $3,600 Gucci ghost? What the hell?
So someone created the Gucci ghost, and someone
is this an image that was sold as an NFT? NTF?
NFT.
NFT? This is the Gucci ghost?
It's a Gucci ghost, though, Rose.
It's Gucci.
Yeah.
Fuck. People are so stupid.
Our world is just getting more and more. I feel like it's
maybe
getting
it's
complicated.
because we're getting so digital that everything is digital now.
Yeah.
But like certain things, guys, it's okay to keep physical. Like, and it's okay to have digital art.
Exactly. But I also worry with digital art. Like if anything happened to my computer or like if, you know, maybe your account gets hacked or.
That's the thing.
But I guess your house can get broken into. So.
That's true. But digital is like.
It just seems less like it could get lost. Do you know what I mean?
Right? Like it's not even like a real thing.
Yeah. Like I always think back to the day of, you know, when I used to have iTunes. Well, I still kind of have iTunes, but I used to actually like pay for songs once in a while. Right. But then.
And now you don't use that anymore.
I don't use it anymore. But also a lot of the songs that I purchased on my iTunes account.
Right.
I can't seem to find them anymore.
Of course.
They
disappear.
After migrating a bunch of computers and stuff, even though I'm logging into the same Apple account, I'm just like, I definitely bought a lot more music than I have. So I feel like over time, those can like easily
things disappear.
Kind of like disappear off to the sides.
And like technology changes. What like your computer is gonna maybe crash. Like I don't know.
Exactly.
And then your server might crash, or your server decides to like stop. Like there's a lot of like cloud services that stopped.
Exactly.
They're or like, oh, we're no longer syncing your shit, so you better download all your shit by tomorrow, otherwise it's gonna be gone.
Exactly. Well, like even think about like some of these like big channels like TikTok. I mean, yeah, they're huge and whatever else.
Yeah,
but
they
like,
could delete your account.
Yeah, and are they even going to be around forever? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, so like they could be around for another. Like there's so many sites that have come and gone. Like
seriously,
like MySpace. I think that was
MySpace.
one.
I don't know. I mean, it might still be.
Yeah, but does anyone use it? Can we
go on it? See if it's
Shall we Google
there.
and see if MySpace?
Well, I know there was a Korean like Facebook. Yeah. It was called Cyworld, and when I was using it when I was like a teenager, it was huge. Every Korean had Cyworld, and we all like that was our like social media platform. And oh my god, it really is still a website, MySpace. What the? I'm shocked it's still a thing. But it looks like a video website now. Yeah. I'm not sure. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's like completely gone. I had like so many different photos on there. I had so many different posts. Yeah. All gone.
Yeah.
All gone.
Well, because I think a lot of these like web browsers and like web servers like MySpace and stuff, they have to have like a data center. Do you know what I mean?
They need to like pay money to like store the data.
Exactly. Because even you have to, and actually this is actually a really interesting topic, guys, because data storage has become such a huge industry.
Yeah.
And it's because like obviously we're having a lot more files, like video files and everything, which takes up a lot more space. But the interesting concept is like something like a cloud, right? Like the cloud. And I could be completely off on a tangent here, but like these clouds, like the Google or your Google Drive or whatever, there has to be hardware somewhere where this data is stored.
Right.
It's not just up in the internet.
I don't know.
So
there must be, right?
So yeah, because basically the way that I think that it works, there's like data centers, like actual physical warehouses that have like so many browsers, like hardware.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? Like,
I don't know, like some kind of
hard
devices.
drives. Yeah.
Hard drives.
That store all of this information. Because it can't just like, where is it going to sit? Like it has to sit somewhere.
That's fucking scary, dude.
I know, right? Like
that's the thing. That's why I'm very finicky. I'm very like weary of cloud servers.
Yeah.
Like anything where I'm like, of course I still use them.
Yeah.
But I always feel like I need to back it up on like my actual physical hard drive.
Well, this is the thing because like,
do you back your shit up on a hard drive?
What do you think that hard drive over there is, Rose?
God
I
dang.
just bought a new hard drive.
I think I need to buy another hard drive.
But like, I think a lot of it is like, and like the concept of the whole like cloud services is you're storing it on this site, but
that you have no control over.
But and that site is using like hardware to hold like this data. But you're paying for that usage of their hardware.
Sure.
But it's all through the cloud.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
It's crazy. Like,
and now they've made it so like convenient for you to like sync your shit to the cloud that a
easy.
lot of people won't even bother backing it up in a physical hard drive. Like even for me, I'm like, it's been a long time since I've backed up anything on like a physical thing.
Yeah. Well, they make it sticky as well.
What's sticky?
So it's like hard for you to leave. Like that's why they make it easy for you to update everything, upload everything. Then all of a sudden you need more storage. So you're paying more monthly.
I fucking Google Photos, man. They fucking reeled me in with the unlimited photo storage.
Is it not unlimited anymore?
Yeah, they changed it now. Now I have to pay.
Are you serious?
I'm fucking serious. For a couple years, it was like free.
I feel like they should be able to
unlimited.
do this.
I know. The free unlimited storage. So of course you're going to put your shit on there because it's free.
You're like, yeah, this is awesome.
Nothing is free in the world, my friends.
This is what we have to remember. Every time that we're doing stuff, even if we're using websites that are free or, everything, there is some intrinsic cost.
Yes.
There's a cost somewhere.
Yes.
And, that's the cost that you pay. And I think I seem to remember like Apple did that for a little bit. It wasn't ever free. Like, I mean,
it was probably like really cheap.
Yeah, it was super cheap. Or it was like you could get like so much data for like X number and then they reel you in.
Yeah.
And then they start sneakily putting up the cost. And
that's what banks do too. Remember our conversation about banks? Mm-hmm. So a lot of banks here in Canada, especially, like I feel like Canada's banks are just like, they're just fucking taking full advantage. Mm-hmm. Basically, they'll be like high interest savings account, and there's certain smaller banks that will offer a higher interest rate for the savings account. So then you join. You're like, oh, okay, cool. This bank has a higher interest rate than my regular bank, so I'm going to join. I'm going to move my funds, which is a fucking hassle, by the way.
It is, yeah.
It's not easy to do. So you move your funds, and then a couple months later, oh, actually, we've just like silently
changed the rate.
Upped our rates.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, lowered our rates. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, thanks for the 0.01% interest rate.
I know. This is crazy. And you know what's an interesting thing is I do think, and I don't know, I actually haven't, I did change banks, but I kind of did it all myself. Like I changed banks when I was here in Canada to like a digital bank because there's like no fees.
Yeah.
But like in the UK, they actually have this, I can't remember what it was called, but like they implemented this thing whereby banks have to make switching easy for consumers.
Right, you told me,
so that it makes it more competitive, right? Like the whole idea in the UK is that it has to be like a competitive banking environment. So like if you wanted to switch from like Barclays to Lloyd's, you can literally, because I switched when I was there from Barclays to HSBC, and it was honestly like the easiest thing to do.
We need this.
I like just had to put in some information, and then I'm not even kidding you guys, like all of my bill payments, all of my people I'd transferred money to, everything
automatically
moved over.
No.
Yes.
Why can't we have nice things?
I think it's called like seamless switching or something. It was like something legislation that they put in place.
Oh my God.
Where they're like, you have to do that. You have to.
I do remember
enable that.
even like when I went to the UK first, I was like, because Canada, like literally, they're just fucking robbing us. Okay. There's fees for everything. Like almost every major bank will have fees.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, I never paid a fee.
Well, there's no fees in the UK.
Like zero.
Zero.
No bank fees at all.
They don't. Well, I'm sure they have some bank fees, like if you do
but not
overdraft
like a
or
monthly
something.
fee.
Exactly.
Shut up.
None of the banks ever that I've banked with in the UK, and I was there for 6 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Ridiculous.
Like HSBC in the UK, literally no fees. And also there's no fees like if you use like HSBC and then you go to like a Barclays machine and take out cash there.
Yes, that's another thing.
You don't get charged.
So in the UK, as long as you're using a bank ATM, you are not going to get charged any fee for withdrawing
your money.
In Canada, unless you're using your own bank, you will always be charged some sort of ATM withdrawal fee.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll be charged like double. So you'll be charged from your bank and from the machine.
The other bank. Yeah. It's like they double up. The one bank charges you and your bank charges you.
It's so fucked up. Canada, get your shit together. Do you not care about your citizens? Like,
but I think the problem there, in some ways it's good, in some ways it's bad. So like in Canada, we're like really have like the major big 5 banks.
Yeah.
Which makes the environment a little bit less competitive.
Yeah, which is shit.
Which is part of the reason why, they haven't had the pressure of like in the UK, like the seamless switching, lots of other banks. There's not like just 5 banks in the UK. There's so many.
But isn't the seamless switching like a government law?
I don't know who put it in. It must have been.
It must have been a law.
Yeah, because they wanted to make it easy for consumers to move around.
It must have been a law because what bank wants to make it easy to switch to some different bank?
Well, they wouldn't, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was put in place. Whereas like, in Canada, it's like we just have the main kind of big 5 banks. In some ways, it has been beneficial because like I think, when there was like the financial crisis and stuff. Well, I think that was more down to government regulation actually because giving mortgages and everything is more regulated here. We didn't have as big of an impact as other places.
Right. But I don't know if that's to do with
probably not.
The seamless switching.
No.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway.
There's probably more regulation. You're right. Like I think we probably have more. But anyway, fucking hell.
I know.
Fees are so annoying.
They are. And it's kind of crazy because like,
God, and some of the fees are so high.
Yeah.
For one of my accounts is $120 a month. My business account.
Oh my God.
But
it's so stupid. Like
I think I need to switch banks.
Yeah, I think you do too.
Why am I paying a fee? Anyway.
I know. This is why I joined. Like I joined like just a digital bank for now because like.
But digital banks, it's like a little bit less convenient, right? Because there isn't as many branches. That's another thing.
But I never use a branch. Like when do I need to go to use a branch for personal?
Sometimes you need a branch.
For what though, Rose?
I don't know. I need a branch.
Why? You're like old school.
Sometimes I need to go to a branch.
Because like I actually went to the bank that I was with before, and they were like, I was like, look, this X bank is online bank. They offer unlimited transactions. Basically everything I was getting at my bank.
Yeah.
I was like, can you guys waive the fee, or is there an incentive for me to stay here?
Yeah. And they're like, no.
And then they were like, I was like, well then what? Like literally, I'm asking you. Like I'm gonna give you my business.
I want to stay.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna keep my money here, but like you need to tell me a reason to stay. And he was like, the person was like, well, actually, like there's not really. Like I mean, if you can get this at this online bank, I was like. Okay, well,
clearly he doesn't care either.
No, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna close all of my accounts then.
Oh my! So you closed all your accounts? Wait, how many accounts you got? 2.
That'd be an exclusive.
Oh God damn!
I'm not talking about my financial situation on the podcast. But yeah, anyway, bank fees ridiculous.
Minimum balance, fucking stupid.
Stupid shit. But anyway, yeah.
So time to switch banks, I guess.
Say love.
Or switch countries.
Is that what you're thinking, Rose? You're thinking to switch countries?
Nori. But I do miss the UK.
Yeah. Well, are we going to go back at some point?
I want to go.
So I'm planning to go next summer.
Are you going to go, Ari?
Well, if we can go.
I think we can go, but
I know. It's just like, we were talking about this the other day, and it's like, I was thinking of meeting a friend for like a vacation, and it's kind of like scary because like if you go somewhere, obviously you have to do the COVID tests and stuff, right? Like a COVID test before you leave, and then a COVID test, I think, before you come back. But then I was like, what happens if like I went to Mexico, for example, and then I get COVID?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need to go to hospital or whatever else because I've been vaccinated, but I get it. And I test positive right before I'm about to get on a plane to come back.
Then you're stuck.
Then you're stuck. Like, what do you do?
And you can't do anything. You're fucking quarantined.
God damn.
God, that's my worst nightmare.
I know, that would be so scary.
Seriously, imagine. Especially you're in a foreign country. You got no bodies. God damn. Anyways. On that positive note.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Yeah.
Yes.
Now you made me lose my train of thought. I was ready to get into it. I think, Rose, you can do the outro maybe.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. As always, make sure you give this video, if you're watching on YouTube, a big thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to our channel. And if you're listening, of course, follow us on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and give us a nice little rating of 5 stars or whatever the hell. Okay.
Yep.
And of course, guys, don't forget to join us on Patreon because we are talking about Squid Game.
All about Squid Game this month, guys.
This month, our episode is about Squid Game and we go deep. We are drinking. It is a fun time. This is before my food poisoning kicked in. Okay, so I was still having a good time. So join us. It is only it starts at only $3 a month if you want to join us over there. So it is patreon.com/The SaVeg Podcast. And that is it.
Thank you so much, Rose. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much,
and
guys.
Thank you guys for listening. Have an amazing week and we'll see you next week. Bye.